My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon Supply Drop Full Release. Time to play the Marine, going around in a circle and skipping the robot. Ooh, what are you? Morning Star? And ... question mark? Strafe Gun. Excellent. Looks like you finished. Right, I forgot to pick this up a while ago. What's the quest for now? 20 GG. Yeah, no, it's just giving me the same couple of enemies to fight again and again and again. Oh god, I've actually gone below 1,500 hedge mini credits. I'm poor as hell. How am I going to be able to afford the next 500 items? I imagine, rather, that I'll manage to build it back up over the course of the year, because they've been talking, they, of course, being Dodge Roll Games, have been talking about the fact that they're considering, or rather are going to do paid DLC after this point. Which I am all aboard. Are you kidding me? The amount of hype I had for this, I paid maybe $15, $20 for this game. I think I got it on some sort of a sale, opening day sale or something. I cannot wait to throw more money at Dodge Roll. I'm almost annoyed that the supply drop beta and the supply drop full release were not paid. I'm almost annoyed that it was free because I want them to have more money to just continue operations. I get like that with some of my favorite indie games. It's like, don't do this for free. Charge, are you kidding me? Oh, fuck me. That was a really, really bad one. Real bad hit on my side. Thankfully, it's unlikely to affect me. Sure, I miss out on that armor, but I should not miss out on the money from this guy. Yeah, and I don't. Again, you only drop the money from an enemy that hits you if they hit your red health. If they hit armor, it really doesn't matter. Well, I mean, you know, it matters for the sake of being able to say, I have this armor, I haven't been hit this many times. It matters against bosses, of course, as well, obviously. But at the very least, for money, which is my main concern on the first floor, doesn't matter even the slightest. Beautiful. Alright, well, let's see if we actually need all the money that I'm trying to stock up here. Time to visit shop. I'll definitely be taking the key, but not right now. Okay, Lament Configurum was changed. So in the supply drop beta... Wow, okay, hang on. Do I assume that you know what the supply drop beta was? Or all of the contents within? Okay, I'm gonna go from the ground up on what the Lament Configurum is. The Lament Configurum is the Hellraiser puzzle. And you can use it multiple times. Obviously, it's a not a consumable, it's an active. And each time you use it, it has a chance to do many different effects, including increase your curse, drop an item of high quality, spawn enemies, and damage you. Now, it changed multiple times for balance reasons over the course of the supply drop beta. But after the supply drop beta ended, it would balance one more time, and now it can't damage you, and it can't increase your curse. Instead, every item it drops has 2 curse. So it's going to be way easier to figure out how much curse you have while you're using it. The Lament Configurum, despite giving you, like, near constant green, red, and black items, it's insanely valuable for that reason. Despite the fact that it does that, I've lost almost every run I've had the Lament Configurum on. Because I can't control myself, and I use it every single time it's off cooldown, I end up getting, 14 curse, I'm followed by the Lord of the Jammed, and then I get wildly dunked on. But this would enable me to actually accurately assess the state of my curse, which would make it so much easier. So much easier to figure out exactly when I need to stop using the Lament Configurum, when I need to pick up items, when I need to drop items, etc, etc, etc. I'm right now considering whether or not I go for it. Because there is a heart container, which is incredible. There's a ballot, which is 3 coolness up. That's really, really big. Oh, well, looks like I'm not going down to the oubliette then. And there's the Lament Configurum. And there's a, black chest on this floor. So there's at least 4 things that I want to spend keys on. And I have the ability to get 3 keys maximum. Unless, of course, I get a key drop from this boss. Or if there's a key in a secret room. Okay. The key to this boss, as to most bosses, is just try not to roll. Rolling is a crutch. While you're rolling, you can't do damage, and you're vulnerable to upcoming following hits. So if you can avoid it, try not to roll. If you do roll, be ready to blank thereafter, just in case you fuck up the roll like I just did. Put myself in a position where I was certain to end up taking damage. Okay. Well done, friend. You don't even have to keep a significant distance from this boss. I mean, it's better if you can, so if you have any weapons that push you back, I'm talking about you, mutation. Those are quite good to use. No key from this. Pitchfork is unfortunate. Pitchfork's primarily unfortunate because it's just not really good at anything that it does. Also, it doesn't have an incredible amount of ammo, so I'm now worried about whether or not I'm actually going to have the ammo to expend on checking all the walls that I'm going to check. I mean, look, I'm probably leaving the floor with the Lament Configurum, so I guess ultimately that means that I'm going to have to use my ammo drop. Okay. This could drop a key. This could be really good. Didn't drop a key, unfortunately. Okay, what do you got? I don't want that item. Bullet time. It's not good. Do I take HP in Lament or coolness in Lament? Look, here's the first thing I do, right? The first thing I do is open the black chest, because the black chest could be the Skeleton key or the AK-47, and in both of those circumstances, I don't need keys for the rest of the run. It's the AU gun. It's one of very few guns in the game that does 100 damage per shot. Really good boss weapon. Absolutely astoundingly good boss weapon. Alright, fine. I'm gonna go down with no keys to the next floor. I guess I just have to. Okay, now, I'm gonna take a quick second to check here. Because the Lament Configurum, I think, has 0.5 levels of curse in and of itself. But that could have been changed as well. Google recommending the Lament configuration, which is the actual thing this is based off of. Okay, it increases curse by 0.5 well held. Has a chance to do one or more of the following. Nothing, increase curse, or spawn a gun or item. Okay, this is old. This hasn't been updated, unfortunately. Shit. Well, that's interesting. I am going to quickly check the patch notes. Whoops. Because the Lament Configurum was significantly changed, and it's worth noting that. Okay, gameplay changes, Lament box. Reduce the chance of damaging the player, remove the chance to curse the player, and added 1 curse to all items spawned by the box. So I'm going to assume that I'm currently only floating 0.5 curse. Okay. Woo! That was all way too damn close. Yeah, the enemies that spawns, by the way, the enemies that spawn suck. So, Get used to that. It used to just be 3 of the hell bulletkin, but not anymore. Now it's just way worse. Alright, let's get out of here. I think I will just continue with the marine sidearm here. We did get a lot out of that floor, but we also had a lot of missed opportunities. Which is always relatively sad. Like, you can have the most amazing run of all time, but if I miss opening a green chest, I'm gonna be thinking about that. I'm not gonna be thinking about, oh shit, I got every good item in the game. I literally had every black and red item in the game, but then I'd think, yeah, but I could have also had a green item, so I don't know. Not happy about that. I really need to stop thinking like that. It'll save me a lot of anguish in the future. Cogger Battle's in the shop for 45. Because its tier was changed from brown to blue. So I am definitely going to be picking it up when I get the opportunity. Adds accuracy to your weapon as well as 75% to your damage if you manage to hit an active reload. Which makes my base weapon, you know, worth using for a much longer period of time than it otherwise would be. But beyond that, it makes a lot of other weapons that wouldn't be worth using really, really worthwhile. Okay. I kind of want to move on to using the pitchfork here. Just so that I can stay at long range and let them kill themselves. No matter what I do, I should definitely change weapon for this wave, though. Just because this wave sucks. Good thing we actually handled it correctly. Handling that correctly is just hide, hop out, do pot shots, hide again. But it's so tempting because you can get damage done so much more quickly if you just jump out and fight them head on and just roll out of their shots and stuff like that. But then you've got the veteran shots there that will punish you because they're predictive. Real frustrating in that way. I think I'm going to try and swap to the pitchfork occasionally. Just to start enemies burning. Okay. Beautiful. Just so that I can try and save myself, not ammo in this gun, obviously, but a little bit of time and a little bit of hassle. It doesn't seem like the fire is really doing that much damage to them. Poison, you light a target on poison, sorry, you poison a target on this floor, and then you come back to them, and they'll have died by the end of the poison triggers. The fire isn't doing that. Okay, that's unfortunate. We actually got damaged there. I managed to get hit both. Nice. Backup gun, watch your back. Okay, it fires backwards while we fire forwards. That's not particularly good for me because none of my weapons are auto-aiming. Any weapon that auto-aims, it's way, way more powerful with. Yeah, you can already see that this is doing 100 damage, right? If I had Cog of Battle, we'd be firing so much more quickly and doing so much more damage. Is this hitting boss armor when I fire fast? I can't tell. Beautiful. I can't use the Lament Configurum in that fight because if I do, I might damage myself and then I miss out on the HP up. Whereas before the Lament Configurum had the ability to damage you upon use, you just want to use it before the end of a boss battle, because if you kill the boss, all of the other enemies in the room will die. Nifty little trick, that. I only got to use it a few times, though, unfortunately. Okay, Lament Configurum. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it in this room. I will use the Hedge Mini Carbine from now on as well. Look at that bollocks that Batman does. That caught me out the first time that happened, because I'm pretty certain that was not something that occurred in the supply drop beta, so I was pretty confident with my ability to fight that enemy, and then he suddenly had a completely new Death Rattle attack. It's unfortunate I couldn't get the ballot, because the ballot would be... Nice. Hey, nice. The ballot would have been coolness up, which would have actually made it a lot easier for me to get a bunch of triggers of the Lament Configurum. Because coolness increase decreases your cooldown times. Let's get remote rounds so that we can actually get some value out of the backup gun. That'd be cool as hell. I wonder what the backup gun does to Crown of Guns. Because Crown of Guns already fires in all directions a stupid amount of bullets. Would it fire twice as many bullets, always in opposite directions of the initial shot? That would be awesome. Okay. I want more tanky enemies so that I can afford to charge up my Lament Configurum against them. There's probably not a key dude shop on this floor, but just in case, I'm gonna hold off on spending my keys. Thankfully, I do have levels of curse, so if a black market does appear, I'll be fine. Got 2 levels of curse alone from the backup gun. At this point, I would consider selling the backup gun if I saw a sale grate. Just for the fact that it's, you know, really good when it synergizes with something, but we have nothing for it to synergize with. And it's giving me 2 curse while I hold it. So I can cure myself of 2 curse by selling it and get some money. That's a great deal as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Good thing you were sequestered up here by yourself, Pupulon. It would suck to fight you at the same time as the rest. Okay. I mean, I'm glad to get a blank back. If only for the fact that I can use it against the blank shrine. This would have been perfect for the pitchfork. He says he neglects to use the pitchfork. Damn it. Just knock you off. Beautiful. Alright, where's the ghost? It's always my #1 priority in this room because I get telefragged by this specific ghost so fucking often. Okay, let's do our 2 blanks in this room. The first blank that we did had a 90% chance to spawn a chest. The second one will have a 45% chance and then a 22.5% chance. Machine gun's actually not bad. Sorry, machine pistol. Okay, had to expect that. Okay, blooper is kind of lame. Blue, passive or active? Okay, well, one thing I am certain of is I am definitely purchasing the Cog of Battle. And a key, because... So, hear me out here. If I do find a sale grate, because of the Lament Configurum and the fact that it gives me all of these cursed items of high tier, it's relatively likely that I have a few things that I want to sell there. So I feel like I have money kind of banked at the moment. Also, I really, really, really don't want to end up having no keys. And since I've increased my curse by at the very least 2.5, 2 as a result of having the backup gun, 0.5 at the very least as a result of having the Lament Configurum, my chance to get end of room drops is significantly lower. And that's typically where you get your extra keys from, end of room drops. So I'm trying to inoculate myself against the worst results of the curse that I'm gaining here. Okay, I should be using this, but, 27 ammunition left. Whew. Okay, generate that level. This is going to make me relatively sad if I see some really cool shit that I want to buy, but don't have a sale grate. That's bad. 2 more shots I got. Alright. The accuracy up from hitting the active reload, as well as the base accuracy up from playing the Marine, that's probably going to be enough to make the machine pistol really good. Especially considering its damage is not to be fucked with. Okay, that's 1 GG down. The hegemony rifle would have taken about that time. Sorry, the hegemony carbine. The hegemony rifle would have done that quicker. Well, this is... Woo! Boy. I'm real glad I managed to get through that. So I guess the trick of that room is... Are you kidding me? I took damage after I killed the enemy, but it didn't register that I'd killed the enemy until after I'd taken the damage. Shock rifle. So I probably just missed out on about 10 casings there. Double curse shock rifle? I mean, shock rifle's fine, but... with double curse on it? I don't know about that. Think we're gonna start needing to consult the floor vis-a-vis dropping the shit out of a bunch of these items. Alright, have a sale grate. I'll sell backup gun immediately. No sale grate. Okay. Quite a large fan of the combo that we've got going on at the moment. It's good for damage. Bad for curse, though. Gun launcher? Okay, gold amulet is there. It's worth noting the gold amulet is pretty damn good now. Beautiful. Is this the... I think this might be the first time I've seen this specific room. Alright, good work, me. Refill the AU gun so I have something to use against the boss. This is definitely going to hit boss armor when I use this AU gun, by the way. Alright. Hupta! Hupta! Please stop spawning them in the wall. That is the rudest shit of all time. Also, teleporting away constantly is considered an act of war. Beautiful. 2 ammunition left in the weapon. That's more than fine by me. 2 ammunition more than I need. I'm getting a hell of a lot of keys from the boss fights now. Quite handy. Good, I had already seen my shop. Great. Didn't screw that one up. Okay, nothing on any of those. Beautiful. Good to know. Stupid amount of keys. Probably not really going to be able to do too much with these. Let's expend all of the ammunition in the shock rifle. Because it's straight up first thing to go. Despite being amazing. Is it the first thing to go? No, surely the backup gun is the first thing to go. If I get another item spawn, I'm gonna toss the backup gun first. Glacier, okay, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Despite all the belly aching I do about the Glacier not really doing too much damage, it's fine. It is a blue boss killer. Those are relatively few and far between anyhow. It's relatively unfair to compare it against, you know, red tier and green tier boss killers. Okay. Let's get cigarettes on this floor. Then I can increase my coolness by like 12. Any way to get cigarettes? Okay, cigarettes is a brown tier. They'd have to be in a Trork store or in a brown tier active or passive chest. I can't get them from the Lament Configurum because the Lament Configurum gives you green tier at the very lowest. Also gives you red and black very commonly as well. That was bad on my part. Come on. Come on. Hey, nice work. Just wait for the Poopulon to make its way down. None of them drop money. How rude. Yeah, it looks like a pretty solid no right there. Coin Crown, that's a serious amount of money over the course of the game, though. Okay. Okay, I can see some value in this. Very close to just dropping this, this backup gun, though. Alright, there goes the rest of the ammunition for that. We'll go back to the machine pistol. That was a difficult room. I don't know how I made my way through. I'm gonna get a bunch of money back anyhow, so I may as well purchase that key. Actually gonna go for this blue chest as well. I regret it. Double tech stun. Flip the tables in a room in order to stun all enemies in the room. Did I already find a secret room? No. Because I think it's adjacent to this. Okay, never mind. There was just a lot of space for it to be adjacent to that, so I fixated on it. Alright, heal me up. It's only a heart and a half, but if I was not going to be able to refill that with red heart containers on the floor, it's effectively 1.5 heart containers that they're giving me. No firing in the shop. That's fine. That's fine. I'll respect that rule. And then I'll just blank this. I tried. I already checked the exit as for whether or not it had any adjacencies for secret rooms, so don't have to worry about that. Man, cigarettes would have been so helpful. Oh well. Oh well. If they show up on this floor, I swear to... I'll be a madman about it. Straight up Don Draper in this motherfucker. Okay. Beautiful. Pretty good resolution to a room for a brown weapon to be doing. Especially considering a lot of much higher tier weapons would not be able to clear this room as easily. It's just about that raw damage output right now. Okay, it's not exactly raw damage output, it's modified in some ways, but the raw modified damage output doesn't really roll trippingly off the tongue. I hate that that guy spawns and then immediately shoots. I get caught out by it all the time. All the time. Because most enemies spawn, they have their spawn animation, they finish spawning, then they, you know, meander around, they introduce themselves to the room. It goes around in a circle, they say one funny fact about themselves that no one else knows, and then they consider shooting. Okay, I'm gonna suck at doing these reloads, but they are damn near essential, so should pretty much practice trying to get... There we go. A little bit better at him. Did I just take damage 3 times in that room? Or was one of the hits for a full heart? Oh, God, no. Oh, no, I took damage in the previous room as well. Okay. That makes more sense. Beautiful. It's a shame this weapon is so ammo hungry. I like using it. It's just a really, really fun weapon to use. It has a nice feel to it, but runs out of ammunition after clearing like 3 or 4 rooms. Alright, that might be a slight exaggeration, but you understand my drift. Okay. I'm just gonna have to fire for a while without the Cog of Battle, because I can't really afford to start forcing it in the middle of the fight. Shit, are we in snowballer territory already? Shit, we might be in snowballer territory. Look how many shots it takes to kill an enemy. That, we need to keep that though. So, the Ancient Hero's Bandana multiplies the ammo capacity of every weapon by 4 times. So you can see Glacier originally had 120 and now has 480. Now I need to drop this. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 levels of Curse. Already way too much. Okay, Pitchfork isn't reloaded, so I can't use it. I want to save Blooper for later. Yeah, I think we're actually in the point where we use Snowballer. If I can get every active reload, maybe it's not going to be too bad. But especially for enemies that can't be frozen, it's still not great. It's like if the Crestfaller did no damage. Also, the amount of HP I've lost on this floor is damn near staggering already. Am I just not noticing while I lose health to the Lament Configurum, or is it just something else entirely? There's another hit. Because this is not exactly typical of my runs to end up losing so much health early. And usually there's a pretty damn clear, obvious reason why I'm losing the health. Every time you lose health to the Lament Configurum, it should be said, the Lament Configurum gets extra damage. So the first time it'll take a half heart, second time it'll take a heart, third time it'll take a heart and a half. Starting to feel like that almost certainly accounts for this. Okay. It's a lot of ammunition for this gun. I have boss weapons, I just need other things. You know what? Yeah. Fuck off, Lament Configurum. I don't think I can afford to use it one more time. Because if it damages me, I'm probably going to lose like 2 full hearts. Bye. Bye. Beehive is good. Beehive is really good, in fact. Especially with the extra ammunition. This will take out, like, all of the Lich. Oh my god, the AU gun has 88 ammunition. I did not even think about that, but that's hilariously good. Is Napalm Strike worse than Airstrike, or... Yeah, no, it's way worse than Airstrike. That's horrible! Isn't Airstrike of a lower tier? So Napalm Strike won't hit enemies that are flying, won't hit enemies that are over gaps or over water, won't hit enemies that are fire immune, whereas the Airstrike just dunks on everyone. Got a much larger appreciation for Airstrike now. Just having had to use it recently. Penetrative shots really showing off their work there. Flak rounds. Also, ballistic boots, but ballistic boots are super expensive. I really want the flak bullets. Okay. I'm gonna gun munch the shock rifle because it's got 2 curse on it. And I don't know which other one I want to gun munch yet. Also, there's no key in the shop? Oh, I already picked up a key, apparently. It's dumb of me. Wonder why I did that. Oh, it must have been with the Mega Dowser in the... Yep, in that chest. That'll make sense. Are you actually kidding me? I hate this fight so much. Especially when it appears and you desperately need not to lose health. Those bullets just coming in from the side of the screen, lazily moving, dodging left and right. The invincibility phase, which is absolute bollocks. Honestly, every single time I kill the High Priest without taking damage, it's luck. Every single time. Well, that has to go into the AU gun. Just because it makes the AU gun hilariously good. The funny thing is, this gun still isn't that good. Oh, but it's got the active reload. I think I should throw in the pitchfork, maybe. Consider that the pitchfork is blue tier, and it's very low on ammunition. Whereas my other items on low ammunition... I mean, would I ever refill the hammer? Not while I have the... Not while I have the bees. Even though the only thing I said about this weapon is it's too ammo hungry to use, I still think it's the choice. Throw another green in. Alright, give me a random green weapon. This is like laundering the curse out of my weapons. Funnily enough, if I could use the Gun Muncher again, I could give it RPG and the Beehive. And if you give it RPG and Beehive, it will always give you Stinger. Alright, flak bullets is new. What's it do? Projectiles fired explode into smaller bullets on impact. Right. Show me how this works. Let's try this. Oh, fuck. Yo, is this insane? How does this work with weapons that penetrate? How does this work with lasers? Shit, how does it work with the golden gun? It works with the golden gun. It doesn't work with streams. Doesn't work... No, wait, it does work with lasers. It also works with the birds, which is hilarious. But look directly at the door above me. Even though I'm not seeing a laser, the door above me is being hit. And I'm not got backup gun anymore, so it's not backup gun doing that. Okay, flak rounds is apparently blue tier, though, because ballistic is green tier. And that was 98. So blue tier on this floor is 68. Which is insane. If this is as effective as it looks, which, you know, who's to say it is, but if it is, then this weapon is definitely in the wrong tier. Sorry, the passive is definitely in the wrong tier. Let's wait for a room that's actually larger and more stocked. Okay. Always just diagonally roll in that room. Okay. And again. So this isn't good for its single target potential, unless the single target is really big. Sure, let's try this. Yeah, it's definitely hitting targets that I'm not intentionally aiming at, which is just extra damage. It's just... how much extra damage is it doing? Like, each of these splits, are they doing, you know, 4% of the original damage of the weapon, or are they doing, you know, 50% of the original damage of the weapon? Okay. Let's see if we come back for you, Troc. If you only could have showed up earlier with a cigarette... Thank you all for rolling into your doom. Makes my life a lot easier. Alright, refill, refill, refill. Blooper so I can use it in rooms? Yeah, blooper so I can use it in rooms. The knockback. It's not even relevant because it kills everything on impact. Usually that's why you use this weapon, for the supreme, incredible amount of knockback that it provides. That makes it really good in bullet hell, because in bullet hell, knockback often means that you just knock something into a pit and it dies forever. Okay, it only took 3 shots to take that target out. That's pretty significant. Hell, it only took 2 to take out the Tiki Head dude. 1 for a gelatinous meat cube, but most things one-shot a gelatinous meat cube at this point. Sorry, the oil cube. This is a good test of damage. I've done 1 point-blank shot against you. 2... Okay, 4. Okay. That sucks. The room was technically cleared. Technically cleared. Just burn you to death. Napalm Strike really needs to be like Airstrike, but with also fire on the bottom. Seems a lot better to me. Seems a lot more balanced for its position within the tier hierarchy as well. Okay, only 1 shot to take out the skull version of that dude. That's a lot of damage. Judge is incredible. Is it? I mean, Judge is really good because of its incredible efficiency. It has 400 shots and it does, like, handgun damage. That's new and I really want it. Oh, wow, that's gonna be black tier as well. So I'm not getting it, I guess. But, you know, a huge reason why the Judge is so good is its ammo capacity. So I guess the fact that I've got this huge extra ammo capacity doesn't really affect it as much as other things, since it was already strong on that front. How are bees gonna act with flak rounds? I have to imagine the bees would be considered a stream. So I have to imagine they would have, you know, no effect. Oh, if I still had backup gun, bees would be doing double damage. Beautiful. Especially since I have the Ancient Heroes bandana as well. I'd actually be able to go room to room just using bees. Oh, what a wonderful world it could have been. Huh? Bean? Alright, come on. Focus, Ryan. You haven't got time for any shenanigans. Also, please actively reload your gun. Good lord. Nice. Okay, I at least appreciate the heart. I'd have to get like 2 golden and 2 silver. after fighting this boss. 2 golden casings and 2 silver casings. Which is not going to happen, just so you know. Let's see what this one does. Okay, so flak rounds did absolutely nothing. We're gonna go over to Beehive. Oh, Beehive seems like it's actually doing something with flak rounds. It's shooting out bees in all different directions. That was really bad on my part. Thankfully, I didn't take damage. Okay. It's unfortunate, but when you reload the bees, there's actually just no animation, so you can't really hit any active reload in order to get them to do 75% more damage. Usually it's a goddamn pipe dream to use bees to kill this boss. Just don't have enough ammo in the weapon. Good thing we have the best solution possible for that. God damn it. Well, we're out of blanks, so I hope I don't get any more horrible attacks that I have to deal with. Beautiful. Alright. Fastest way to deal with this. I think it's going to be, like, fire the AU gun and then swap to the Beehive. Now I really wish I had a speed up. If only I could have stolen ballistic. Whew. Okay. Yeah, it should be a 2-cycle, but I think I'm actually just going to go with the AU gun for the second. Guarantee that it's a 2-cycle. I can't afford to spend more time in this fight. I'll choke. I know it. I just know it. Yeah, I should have done that in the first place. Is that every flawless? I think that is every flawless. Whew. Good thing I got them, because I am not really holding it down in terms of other gameplay. Okay. I think I take the half heart over the ammo. Let's see. This could easily be orange? Yeah, this could be orange. Oh, it's a speed up! Awesome. If I were to buy ammunition, what weapon would it go in? I'm really not keen on any of these. Yeah, I don't need it. I really don't need the ammunition. I'm just gonna take the HP. I'd love to have Gun Knight armor just for the extra 2 pieces of armor. 1 piece of armor for purchasing it, 2nd piece of armor for going down to a new floor with it. It looks like I've been gradually climbing up in terms of HP since I dropped the Lament Configurum, so I am willing to wager that a lot of the damage I was taking was due to the using of the Lament Configurum. Good thing I bailed on it. My reticence to bail on the Lament Configurum harkens back to the conversation I was having at the very start of the game, which is 1 missed opportunity is enough to tilt me. And throwing away the Lament Configurum is probably the biggest missed opportunity. Who knows? The next item it gives you easily could have been Clone. Clone followed by Pig. You don't know. It could have been. Okay. Oh, thank you. Not necessary, but thank you nonetheless. Oh, right. I have Table Tech Stun. I just stood there and let him have it. Yeah, I have Table Tech Stun. I should have actually been considering that the entire time. Whoops. Okay. Woohoo! That was a close one. Just making sure I'm not missing out on any obvious wall destruction. Would indicate the secret room. You can see the knockback I was talking about now. Woohoo! Thank you. I will actually just refill the beehive and just use that. Fuck it, let's just use the beehive. Fuck everything. Fuck all of you. Bye. Just hold it down and walk through every room. It'd be fine. It kind of robs me of my judgment in which enemies need to die first. It's gonna be the one that curves into the map, isn't it? Just to throw me off. Also, it doesn't have a huge amount of knockback. Yeah, I think I revert to using the blooper. I didn't have the active reload for that ready. That's why I didn't kill it in 3 shots. So I was otherwise quite certain I would. Ah, well. Come on. Round here, buddy. Thank you. Another ammunition. Sure, we'll put it in this gun. I really should have just bailed. As soon as I got to this room and noticed it was coming back up in this direction, I really should have just bailed off of that path. Oh well. That'll do it. Okay. Good knockback. Always a really good room for demonstrating that, because you don't really want to have to deal with the gelatinous meat friends there. Gelatinous oil friends, sorry. I'm sure they have a name like Oiler or something like that. If they do have the name Oiler, is their description like e to the I pi is equal to 0? Sorry, 1. Whoops. Ain't that Euler's theorem? Yeah, it's e to the I pi is equal to 1 if I recall correctly. I don't know, maybe I forgot. It's completely not that. Not one for memorizing abstract mathematical concepts. I utilize them when they are 100% necessary, and then forget them. And I Google them again next time I need to use them. Alright. Beautiful. Nothing else doing in that room. We are very close to our Lich fight now. Oh really? We didn't even get a respawn. That's weird. I've never seen that room without a respawn. Wait a second. Okay, you here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Knockback, not really the hugest effect there, but did help out a little. This is exactly what I really want to find, especially when I'm using a weapon like this against that attack wave. Just stand next to the wall. Find a location that isn't going to be harmed and just stay there. Whereas this one, you can be more proactive. Okay, this one sucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna blank that one rather than take damage. I could have done the whole roll against the wall thing, but that's actually proving really, really fallible recently. I'm taking a hell of a lot of damage when I just try and roll against the wall to avoid those attacks. Look at that, it's like an upside down 666. Very, very thematic video game, considering bullet hell and all. Okay. That was all really bad on my front. Thankfully, it looks like I could take damage pretty much for the rest of the game and I'd still be fine. Let's not test that theory though, Ryan. That was not a dare. Okay. Beautiful. Speed up helps so much in that fight. There were so many things I really should have been hit by that I just wasn't hit by because of speed up. It's too good. Fuck it. Let's use AU gun for a while. I rarely get to use this weapon. May as well enjoy it while I can. Beautiful. Hey, got him. Whew. Best choice I made that run was... Sorry, the best choice I made in that run was giving up the Lament Configurum. The second best choice I made in that run was taking the Lament Configurum. Both of which pretty much resulted single-handedly in that win. The Ancient Heroes bandana is ridiculously overpowered. It takes weapons that were bad, makes them incredible, and it takes incredible weapons and means you never have to use any other weapon ever. For the moment though, let me just say that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon Supply Drop. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on the video game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.